Call to order the regular meeting of Independent School District 695, Chisholm, Minnesota. Lisa, can you do roll call, please?
Director Rhonda Sauter.
Here.
Director Rice.
Here.
Director Crowdy Simon.
Here.
Director Lappy.
Here.
Director Raha.
Here.
Chair Casey.
Here. Seeing nobody in the audience, we'll move on to recognitions of guests and visitors. Mr. Rocky?
Hello,
Hello.
happy holidays, it's winter now, full blown winter now, lovely day tomorrow, 19 below.
Is that what you came for?
I
Just to
wish you.
give us the weather update?
Yes, the weather update, wish you a happy holidays. I just wanted to run a couple things by you, recognize a couple students, I should say. I submitted today our 2 nominations for the Minnesota State High School League Excel Award. And so that was Siri Thompson and Aiden Cadulo. So that is an award for juniors. And it involves academics, arts. It's very similar to the AAA, except AAA is seniors. Community work, things of that nature. So those were our 2 nominees that checked all the boxes for us here in Chisholm. So kudos to them. And then regarding the AAA, I have those ready to go as well. Those go to the region committee, and then those representatives are Haley Johnson and oh my gosh, I'm gonna draw a blank. I'll think of it. Haley Noah Brandt. I knew it'd come to me, but Haley and Noah. So again, academics, arts for the AAA. So very exciting that I get to do that and recognize some Chisholm students. And then myself, I was voted the 7A 80 of the year for the Minnesota Association, the MNI AAA. So Chair Casey wrote me a letter of support because now I'm a nominee for the state 80 of the year. And they'll announce that at some point in January, I think. So that was cool for being my 3rd full year that the region voted for me to be the 80 of the year. So
That's
Yeah.
exciting.
Congrats.
thank you.
Yeah.
Usually they give that to the retired guy. You're not retiring
I
already, I'm
know,
assuming.
I don't plan,
Well,
I mean,
yeah.
unless I win the Powerball maybe. But yeah,
That's
so
good.
all good stuff.
We've had, I don't mean to butt in on your report, but we've had pretty good success with the AAA award winners in the past 10, 12 years. We've had a few that have actually won the subsection, which is quite an honor. I think we had one win the region too. Can't remember who that is, but we've
Yeah.
actually done pretty well with our AAA award winners. Those are the seniors.
Yeah, and Excel too, on my first year here, Sean Fleming was our Excel, and he won, he actually won it and for our entire region and got a scholarship of some kind and I don't know if there's record of that, but I think he might be the first one. I don't know about that for the Excel.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, not AAA, but for the Excel.
Yeah, I know we've won more than our share of AAA awards.
Yeah.
for the
And Ben
subsection.
Thompson won last year.
Yeah.
He was our subsection winner last year. So, yeah, a lot of good things
Way to
happening.
go, Chisholm. Yeah.
All right, that's all I got.
Okay.
Thanks,
Any
Travis.
questions?
Congrats.
Hey, congrats.
Thank you, thank you.
Any other questions for Mr. Baki?
We're not retiring, Mr. Baki.
Okay, moving on. Approval of the agenda. Can I entertain a motion?
Motion. I'll support.
Motion by Director Raha, support by Director Rhonda Sauter. Any discussion? Hearing none, all those signify by saying aye. Opposed? Motion carries. Item 5, approval of the consent agenda. These are the minutes of the November 25th, 2024 regular meeting. Payrolls for the month of November 2024 in the amount of $732,252.77. And accounts payable for the month of November 2024 in the amount of $2,186,537.67. Entertain a motion to approve the consent agenda.
So made. Support.
Motion by Director Lappy, support by Director Miranda Sauter. Any other discussion? Hearing none, those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, motion carries. Item 6, personnel, motion to approve the hiring of Jessica Rice to job number 205, Dimensions Coordinator, effective December 9th, 2024.
I'll make the motion.
Motion by Director Crowdy Simon,
Support.
support by Director Lappy. Any discussion?
I'm excited to see someone in the position.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm gonna ask for just a little elaboration on the Dimensions Coordinator. What they do.
The Dimensions program, I know my kids have been involved in it, and it's those that have excelled in those different areas, and they get to do like extra art, extra math, and they're just recognized for putting in more at the elementary level, right?
That's the elementary
Spelling
one,
They have this, that's the spelling bee too. Part of it for language arts, yeah.
And they have a program, they invite all the parents to come and see. and
Yeah.
They have in the lawn and.
Isn't there
walk through.
science too?
Yeah, I think there's math and
Yeah.
science, and then the reading, language arts, and
Reading.
spelling bee.
Art, yeah.
It's an after-school program, right?
Mm-mm. Oh,
No, I
it's
think
during the
it's
day.
every day.
Oh,
It's during the day, they're just pulled out for a little bit and then they go back, cause I know both my girls
Each
have been a
group has
part
a
of it.
separate teacher,
Mm-hmm.
and then Jessica, I would imagine she will just. be
She'll oversee.
Oversees the
Yeah.
teachers.
Nice. I think the kids feel, I mean, they like it, my kids loved it, so.
Well, I know Miss Rice was worried about it not continuing.
Mhm.
Well, they've had connections since I was in.
Yeah.
Me too, because I was in the, and there was, we used to have, someone taught
You're talking you
French.
personally?
Yeah, that's how long they've had it, a long
Okay.
time ago.
I taught Dimensions German, but it was
Yeah,
after
yes, they had to,
After
yeah,
school,
right,
though.
yes, they had like some teachers that could teach you some basics of those different languages and stuff, that's kind of cool.
I think Cindy Neva had that for a while.
Yes, I think it was Cindy, actually, now that I think about it,
It was Cindy who was the coordinator
Yep,
for many,
yep,
many years.
yep, I do remember that.
I guess I'm better educated.
same here.
They'll be
I was also worried that it was
Admittedly.
gonna go away, that's why I was
Stick
glad
around,
to
you
see
hear
someone
more.
step up. Yeah, it's been around for a long time, different, different things they've offered, and so I'm glad someone is able to do the programs.
Keep it going.
Yeah.
Nice.
Is there any other discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed,
Abstain.
motion carries. Item B, motion to approve the hiring of Terrence Friend to job number 175 bus driver effective December 9th, 2024, contingent upon background and completion of CLP and prerequisites.
One question. Just the bus driver?
Yeah, yep, not a custodian bus driver. So we
Okay,
still have that position open as an evening custodian and bus
Okay.
driver, so this will be, we had one resign here about a month ago, so they'd be filling that position.
I'll make that motion then.
Motion by Director Raha, support by Director Lappy. Any other discussion? All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Item 7 under business, motion to nominate a school board director for a 2-year term to the Range Association of Municipalities and Board of Directors, otherwise known as RAMS. Mr. Raha has expressed an interest in,
Yeah, Paul Peltier, he's the director, the executive director for Rams, me and him sat down and, thought it'd be a good idea to get somebody from Chisholm on that board, so. We have, the process is the board has to nominate, approve, and then we'll submit the nomination form after the board meeting, anyway, it's due by midnight tonight, so.
Have we had anybody on this board before?
The last,
I think a council member was.
city council,
was on-
Diane was
Yeah,
Okay,
the representative, she lost the election, so she's also.
okay.
and normally it's been a council member. Mr. Verchak, at times when he was a superintendent, would attend just for his own information. I served on the Rams board. It's an interesting association, and they do lobbying for us and the community down at the legislative level.
They're largely responsible for the attendance pilot program for us getting that, so we felt it,
Yeah.
we're part
Well,
of
and I
that,
feel like Chisholm always has some representation, but I don't
Yeah.
remember, I guess I don't know. I don't think we've had a school board member since I've been on the school board. It's been always a council.
You know who was? I own Tom.
There you go, so that was before my time, that
She
makes
was
sense.
on there.
I feel like Chisholm's always had somebody either from the council or from the school board.
I was on it.
You're on it
I
too?
I was on it for 2
Right.
years.
Okay, I mean, as a council,
Manuel Jim was on it for 2 years. We actually, the council is actually also submitting a nomination, which is important because there's I'm not gonna get into politics, but there's a heated argument with Metavi Metallics, and there's a big push from that side of the range to support them. And we have HIPDAC in our backyard, who we've supported, and we need to continue, in my eyes, we need to continue to support that, so. It's a good thing if we both get the council and the school board member to get out there, that'd be.
Well, that's gonna be my next question, is there 2 seats available that you could have that?
Yeah, so what happens is typically you submit your nomination and then at the annual meeting, they vote. They vote on it. Usually there are more nominations than seats open.
Yeah.
So there's no guarantee, that anyone would get on there,
But I think they're short on nominations this year.
well, I'm sure,
It seems like so.
yeah.
Okay.
They were when I was on it.
Well, my whole question for that is because you don't want to split the votes. Chisholm is, we'll be careful with that too, if there's not 2 seats open for that, but I guess I haven't looked at the rotation of seats a little closely, but I just don't know about it.
So Director Raw has shown an interest in that, so I'd entertain a motion to nominate Director Raha for the Rams board, or for consideration by the Rams board, I should say.
I'll nominate Bob.
Motion by Director Lappy,
I'll support.
support by Director Crowdy Simon. Any other discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Items B, C, and D is our second reading of some policy change. Policy 610 of field trips, policy 611 of homeschooling, and the second reading of policy 612.1, development of parent and family engagement policies for Title I programs. Those policies are on our website for those of you wishing to take a look at those changes and the current policies. So, and our next meeting, we will pass those in January, I believe. Again, we have a short agenda here. We got item 8, any discussion by the board members?
Go ahead.
Go ahead, Bob.
When I talked to Peltier about this position, he indicated that there was a dinner, a Rams dinner on December 19th. And I remember it used to be at the Mountain Iron City Hall there. I don't know if we got an invitation or anything like that, but if people wanna come, we can certainly, we could use people, I guess, to show up.
It's, and many times before the hotel closed down over there, I mean, it was all there. They usually have pretty good guest speaker at the legislative level. I think one year they actually had the lieutenant governor come up. It's a good meeting to mingle, to make some connections, both in municipalities and school authorities. So it's a who's who.
Yeah.
Of range involvement, so. Again, Rams acts as a representative for our areas at their meetings. They'll bring a number of items up for discussion. Those get voted on to bring forth to the legislature, and then they have a lobbyist that goes down and puts their 2 cents in. Any other?
So the only thing I'd like to bring up with Travis here too, is after our reorganizational meeting, I'd like to just try to set up a collaboration meeting with Hibbing again. Cause we did say we'd meet, 1 or 2 times a year, we haven't done that. And so maybe just meeting with them, talking, cause at this point, we still collaborate on sports, but maybe having that conversation with them on sports, being the new AD too, and just, sometime January, February after the reorganization meetings for both school boards, having another meeting for collaboration.
I think it's a good idea. Just, even if it's a 15-minute meeting, just get together with them and, hi, how you doing, and what's concerning you, and.
Yep. Okay.
Anything else the directors would like to add? Put on?
You have anything, but thank you for the updates. Mark. It's nice to, even out here every day, it just looks really like lots of stuff is happening, so.
A little hard to see what's going on now. They're putting up, I saw they're putting on the second floor of the, I don't know what you call it, the cement that's, they're laying debris, but you just can't see what's going on. All of a sudden I look and say, they got the whole second floor steel in there. It's hard to see. But yeah, I tell you, I'm very, very pleased with we have our weekly Thursday meetings. And that's kind of when I try to give you updates after the Thursday meeting.
Yeah.
But there's really no issues popping up. I know
It's so weird when every time I drive up, I see that building and I think it's a semi truck. I think, why is there a semi over there? Almost every time, I'm just so used to not, how many years have I been coming to this school since I was 5?
Right.
I mean, it seems so weird.
and part of that too is just because when you're in town, and I don't live in town, of course, but if I'm at anything, even this summer I was at some events, I was getting a lot of questions. There's just a lot of rumors. To quell the rumors, we do have a full-size competition gym. Yes, would we like to kick a wall up 10 extra feet for an extra $2 million? It'd be great, but it's not realistic, and our gym floor is, that's been the biggest rumor I've heard all year, even here just recently. But our gym is full-size competition. And when it's rumors like that, so it's just, if I can give you information, I'll give you the information. But in Jensen's, I'm telling you, it's been going really well. They're staying on schedule. We've had some hiccups between the contractors because they're all depending on each other. It's a domino effect to get things done. The steel's gotta wait till the walls are up. Well, the walls gotta wait for some of the concrete to be done and so on. But they're all working together and they're getting it done, and they're staying on time so far. So from my perspective, it's going about as good as it could. So, and I ran into a guy this week and I was reffing little kids basketball, and one of the steelworkers was from Cherry, and he was there. Hey, I see you standing outside at recess every day. He said I goes, pretty cold this week, wasn't it? He said, it was cold. They're out there working, and it's, today was nicer, of course. We had snow flying, but it's from my perspective, nothing's perfect, of course, but for a job this size, to me, it's going pretty smoothly so far. I'm probably gonna jinx it now.
No, I know, it's not been wood real quick.
But it's going, so, yeah, so anyway, I try to update you on those things, because I know you might get questions here about that, people wanna know.
I appreciate that,
Mhm.
absolutely.
Yeah, it's always exciting to get these updates. Seems like there's so many great things happening right now, which is positive.
There's people who, I know, as they're driving past 169, they see the crane and then they come in, drive around and see the school.
Stop and get gas and listen.
Well,
I'm just saying, we're bringing them home. Oh, I want to mention too publicly, I know I've already emailed you, but Carrie McDonald, the work she's doing. Just so we know. I've asked her, I talked to her last week, she's gonna come report to the board at some point, either January or early February or something, just to kind of connect, because there's 2 things going on, is the MTSS grant then also the attendance pilot, and she's connecting everything. And it's not just her, our principals are doing work too, our curriculum people are doing work, and of course Ryan Bennett, our attendance person, but I'm getting really good feedback on a lot of stuff, and I feel like we're, on the academic side of things, I really feel like we're getting our buildings organized so that we're kind of, as I've said in the emails, we're collecting data on students, but now we're acting on it to give them interventions. With that extra title position, for example, at the high school level, the attendance position, we actually have interventions where we're actually able to do some things. And, you know, results don't happen overnight. It might be 3, 4, 5 years before we see holistic results throughout the district, but I think we're moving. It's gonna be a slow move, but I think we're going in the right direction too.
She says nothing but positive things about our staff here. She really has all positive things to say.
Yeah.
It's really nice.
I like that article, it's kind of nice to see that, you know, of various districts that got the grant, that we were able to implement something right away and make some progress right away. No, you know, instead of starting just with getting like the attendance and following up on it in smaller school district, that article kind of highlighted how bigger school districts are, can't really do that individual follow-up, where, you know, they're trying to do, you know, implement like more of a kind of a, I guess, maybe there's like data-driven kind of thing where we're able to use it to really like reach individual students and provide that outreach, so that's really great.
Yeah, and you know, the bigger the school, the more layers they have. You know, the principals, it doesn't mean the principal's jobs are any tougher here, but I can tell you this, our principals got their fingers in a lot more different areas than the larger districts, whereas it's more of a, if that makes sense, there's just so many layers in the larger district. Now, I'm not saying their job is easier or harder, it's just different. And
They're
so.
not doing lunch duty?
You know, Mr. Verichix used to say, highest paid recess monitor in the state. Just trying to follow in his footsteps.
And the worst job in the district, I will say, is monitoring the lunchroom.
Come now, those.
And I was a custodian, and it was the worst job.
It's gonna be interesting to see the link between the attendance and our report card coming up in the next few years.
Yeah.
I think it's gonna make a huge difference, and it just goes to show that, you know, you don't just sit by and, well, it is what it is, you do things about it, and that's great. We'll find funding for it even better.
Yeah.
Anything else by the board to discuss? Just some quick information, moving on, we're only having the one regular meeting this month for those many people who attend our meetings. And our next meeting will be, official meeting will be the organizational meeting, January 6th, at least, first Monday in November. I'd like the board to just consider if they want to show interest in a different committee or another committee.
That was nice of you to email that out too, if anybody wanted to be on another committee or off a committee.
Or other positions. So, and you have the enrollment numbers in front of us, those are staying pretty steady. I think we're down 4 since the beginning of the year, which is pretty good.
That's usually a lot larger, I think, if I go back, but maybe I'm just thinking high school kids. It seems like we lose them. It seems like we lose more at the high school level throughout the year.
We can't look at those
Yeah,
numbers.
which is good.
Can we look at those numbers? We can look at those numbers.
Just one silly question. What's going on with Sterling?
Well,
They're retiring, or what,
Jeff's
got-
retiring.
yeah, we have a couple of things that they wanna wrap up.
Oh,
So, there was a large amount of money it's in there, we can send some money back and redo an ESSER application, and then they're gonna send the money back to us.
oh,
So we're just tidying that up, and they wanna make sure, they wanna make sure that that money is finalized before they finalize the audit. Would that sound about correct?
yeah,
Yeah,
yep.
so, then I think the plan is, they might meet with me and Noah, I think at the end of December, and then we're probably looking at that January board meeting to do the board.
has to be into the state by the end of the month.
Yep,
They know that.
they do, yeah. So that's what Hibbing's doing the same thing. It sounds like they're having their board meeting and they're presenting to their board in January, so it'll get submitted before it gets to the board, which is a little different, but.
I think besides Hanson Retire, I think maybe another of their long-term people might be leaving. I just saw that same thing with Nashwauk uses Thrill too, and they have to seek out they don't have the staff anymore to handle some of those.
So, no, I think they did throw, I mean, since we're under discussion here, I think did they throw out that we could do a board meeting December 30th?
Yeah, they said 30th or 31st is when they'd be comfortable having the statements ready.
Why not pick New Year's Eve?
Yeah, let's party.
Bring the champagne.
That should make the audit way more fun. Tell me some more.
So-
Shelby.
So if we would like to do that on the 30th, the 30th would be okay.
Yeah,
I do it on the 31st for all I care, but.
Well, yeah, just check with them and
Yeah.
send out notice 3 days in advance. And we'll get that done.
Yeah, maybe
How
We'll
else,
talk
everything else
The
going?
30th, I could do probably normal time, because I do have court that day,
I like to
31st, I could do it early. I could
Okay.
do it like an early,
Yeah.
you know, if
what
everybody
day
else
of the week is the
off.
30th and 31st? Is that
Monday,
Tuesday.
Tuesday.
Monday, Tuesday? Okay.
Well, being that there's no kids in the district and we've got kids, I'd rather, well, kids at home and stuff, I'd rather do it during the day to be home in the evenings, especially on the 31st. If we do it the 31st, because we do dinner for New Year's.
Well, we could do it the morning of the 30th, do it by Zoom.
that's fine with
And
me.
then it's a matter, we gotta make sure we have a quorum.
Mhm.
So, but
If we
everybody
did
wants to be
during
here,
the
we can
day.
wait too.
Let, get with them and pick a date, time.
Okay,
We'll figure it out
Zoom for them or Zoom for?
Zoom for a board member,
We could Zoom
for
in.
a board member.
as long as we plan ahead. I believe, that's how we do it at the NLC, some,
Okay, well, if it's first thing in the morning, but everybody wants to do that.
what time?
Yeah, they usually, court doesn't usually start till 8:30 or 9:30, but I can make sure I don't set anything at 8:30. Tell them I'm not available.
How early is too early for everybody?
Nothing is too
8
early.
o'clock?
8 o'clock would not be early for me.
That'd be
O'clock
okay.
would be early.
Really, Ransom?
Let's talk tomorrow and then we'll,
Yeah, I can definitely.
Yeah, I know it's not early for Lisa. That's midday for Lisa. I know.
5:30.
Entertain a motion to adjourn the regular meeting.
I will motion to adjourn.
Second.
Supported by Director Karati Simon. Any discussion? Hearing none. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed?
Aye,
Motion
aye, aye.
carries. Time is 5:28.
Yeah, we can just get them first.